spend hours, maybe even days, making every single proposal perfect. You dig up your best portfolio pieces, you reread every line until it sounds just right, and you hit send with a little knot of hope twisting in your stomach. And then nothing, just deafening silence. You refresh your inbox, you check your freelance dashboard, still nothing. It's frustrating, it's demoralizing, it makes you question everything your skills, your rates, whether you are even cut out for this whole freelancing thing. But what if I told you it's not your skills, your portfolio, or your pricing that's the problem? What if one single self focused mistake is causing clients to hit archive without giving your proposal a second thought? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that mistake is and more importantly, how to fix it for good so you can stop being ignored and start getting hired. Let's be honest, the freelance world feels more competitive than ever. It's like a race to the bottom where you're constantly fighting to stand out in a sea of other talented people. You're told you need to be faster, cheaper, and better all at the same time. So you pour all your energy into crafting what you think is the perfect pitch. You follow all the advice. You list your years of experience, your skills, your certifications. You try to sound impressive, capable, and professional. And when all the effort is met with silence, it feels like a personal rejection. Is my portfolio not good enough? Am I charging too much? That cycle of self doubt is vicious and is fueled by the lack of response. You are not just being ignored, you're wasting your most valuable assets, time and energy, shouting into a void. It's a huge barrier to growing your income and building the stable, successful freelance career you want. The truth is, most freelancers are making the same critical error, and it has nothing to do with how talented you are. So, what is this single fatal mistake? It's this: your proposal is all about you. Read that again, or listen to that again. The number one reason your proposal gets ignored is because they are completely self focused. They read like a resume, a biography, or a boring list of your greatest hits. And here's the hard truth: clients don't care about you, at least not yet. Imagine you walk into a doctor's office with a staring pain in your side. The doctor greets you, but instead of asking, where does it hurt? He launches into a 10-minute speech about where he went to med school, his GPA, and the fancy tools he just bought. Would you feel confident, or would you be itching towards the exit, desperate to find someone who will just ask about the pain? Your proposal is that doctor. Clients don't post jobs because they enjoy collecting resumes. They post jobs because they have a problem, a pain point. They're losing money, their website isn't converting, or their workload is completely overwhelming. They are looking for a solution, for relief. A proposal that starts with, "Hi, I'm John Doe, a graphic designer with 10 years of experience," is the same as the doctor bragging about his credential. It completely misses the point. The client's only real question is, can this person solve my problem? Your proposal has to answer that question in the first few lines or it's getting deleted. It's a huge shift from "here's what I can do" to "here's how I can fix your specific problem." So, how do you actually make this shift? How do you turn a self centered pitch into a client focused solution? It boils down to a simple framework that puts the client's needs front and center. Step one, the two-line hook. The first two sentences are everything. This is where you either win their attention or lose them for good. Do not waste this prime real estate introducing yourself. Instead, prove you actually read their post by acknowledging their problem directly. For example, if a client says, "I am looking for a writer to help increase engagement on our blog," don't start with your life story. Try this: "I see you're looking to boost your blog engagement." That's a challenge that takes more than just good writing. It needs a real strategy for understanding your audience and creating content that solves their problems. Boom! You've immediately shown you get it. You see the bigger picture and you're already thinking like a partner, not just another applicant. Step two, translate your skills into their benefits. Clients don't buy skills, they buy outcomes. Stop listing what you can do. Instead, connect every skill to a direct win for the client. Don't say, I'm an expert in SEO and Google Analytics. Instead, say, my SEO expertise will get your articles in front of more customers through higher search rankings. Then use Google Analytics. I'll track what's working so you can double down on the topics your audience loves, making sure not a penny of your content budget is wasted. See the difference? The first is a future, the second is a benefit. You're not just a tool, you're an investment with a clear return. Step three, provide relevant proof, not a portfolio dump. Yes, your portfolio is important, but sending a link with 50 random projects just creates more work for the client. Instead, handpick one to two super relevant examples and frame them like mini case studies that reflect their goals. Don't say, you can see my work here with the link to everything I've ever done. Instead, say, I recently helped another SaaS company overhaul their blog, which led to a 40% jump in organic traffic in just 3 months. I think a similar strategy could work wonders for you. Here's a link to one of the top performing articles from that project. This proves you've done it before. You've gotten real results and you're already thinking about how to do it again for them. Step four, ask insightful questions. A great proposal isn't a monologue, it's the start of a conversation. Asking smart questions shows you're engaged and an expert. This isn't about asking stuff that was already in the job post. That just shows you didn't read it. This is about showing you're thinking on a deeper level. For example, you mentioned launching an Instagram or TikTok. Have you thought about how the content strategy should differ for each platform to really connect with your 25 to 35-year-old demographic? A question like that instantly elevates you. You are not just a pair of hands, you are an expert consultant. Even when you know better, it's easy to slip into old habits. Watch out for these common traps that scream, I am thinking about me, not you. Number one, the copy and paste templates. Clients can sniff out generic copy pasted proposal from a mile away. It's a huge sign of disrespect because it shows you couldn't be bothered to even read their post. Use a template as a skeleton, but every single proposal you send must be customized with the flesh and blood of that specific client. Use a template as a skeleton, but every single proposal you send must be customized with the flesh and blood of that specific client's needs. Number two, the credentials dump. Don't list every piece of software you ever used or every online course you finished. A laundry list of skills without context is just noise. The client already assumes you have the basic skills because you applied. Your job is to prove you know how to use those skills to solve their problem. Number three, ignoring the obvious. If a client mentions a budget, timeline, or asks you to include a specific word in your proposal and you ignore it, you're done. It's the fastest way to signal that you don't pay attention to details. Acknowledge their constraints. It shows you're a professional and a serious business partner. Let's see this in action. Here's a quick before and after. The me focused proposal, that one that gets deleted. Hi, my name is Jane, and I am a professional writer with 5 years plus of experience in blog writing, SEO, and content marketing. I have attached my portfolio. I am confident I can write excellent articles for you. My rate is $75 per hour. I look forward to hearing from you. It's boring, generic, and all about Jane. It doesn't solve the problem, and it definitely doesn't inspire confidence. The client focused proposal, the one that gets replies. Hi, the client name. I saw you're looking for a writer to create blog posts that actually drive traffic to your website. My whole approach is built on creating deeply researched SEO optimized content that answers your audience's biggest questions, making you the go to authority in your field. For another client in the finance space, this exact strategy got three of their articles onto the first page of Google within 2 months. Based on your goals, I already have a few ideas for topic cluster we could tackle. Would you be open for a quick 15 minutes chat next week to discuss them? It's a night and day difference, right? It leads with their problem. Connect the service to a clear benefit offers super relevant proof, and ends with a simple, no pressure call to action. This proposal isn't just asking for a job, it's offering a solution. If this mindset shift from me focus to client focus was a night bulb moment for you, do me a favor and hit the like button. It tells the YouTube gods that this advice is helpful and gets it in front of more freelancers who need to see it. And to make sure you don't miss out on more practical strategies to grow your freelance business, hit subscribe and turn on the notification. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the single most frustrating part of sending proposals for you? Drop it in the comments below. I try to read and respond to as many as I can, and your experience helps our whole community learn and grow together. The next time you sit down to write a proposal, I want you to make one simple change. Stop thinking of it as a job application. It's not. Think of it as your first consultation with a new client. Your mission isn't to list your skills, it's to diagnose their problem and prescribe a solution. When you make that one powerful shift from being self focused to being client obsessed, everything changes. You will stop being just another name in the long list of applicants. You will become a problem solver, a partner, an expert. You will stop competing on price and start winning with value. And you won't just get more replies, you will get better clients, more respect, and the freelance career you deserve.